treatment of malaria, uncomplicated malaria in the pregnant women. If the area is chloroquine resistance, then the preferred for the second and third trimester is artemether lumefantrine, and we can give for all trimesters quinine sulfates plus clindamycins. If no other options are available for all trimesters, mefloquine is recommended. And if the malaria is caused by the Plasmodium vivax and the Plasmodium ovale, chloroquine 500 milligram tablets weekly until delivery is recommended. This is for the chloroquine resistance. If the area is chloroquine sensitive, so consider the chloroquine phosphate. Phosphate is a salt form. Chloroquine phosphate, dose 1, 600 milligram base by oral route. Dose second and second to 4, 3 additional doses at 6, 24, and 48 hours. Then we have the another option of the hydroxychloroquines. This is for the uncomplicated malaria in the pregnant women's. Severe malaria, as we discussed before, intravenous artesunettes considers the first dose should be given 2.4 milligram per kg, and it is given in the 3 total doses at 0, 12, and 24 hours. And as we discussed in the chart, the same. So this is a management plan. I will put this table plus this algorithm on LMS for the additional reading to get better understandings of the treatment of the malaria. You have to read it anyhow. Now we will move back towards our lecture. Now we will see the remaining one. Now we will see what is this artemisinin based combination therapy. Artemether lumefantrine, as we seen, it is most commonly preferred in the cases of this severe malaria plus uncomplicated malaria which is not responsive to the chloroquine and the mefloquine. Just click on this name of the drugs, you will be landed to the pharmacology of artemether and the lumefantrine. This is from the anti-malarial class. What is the use? Generally it is used, there is a combination of artemether. Artemether is only 20 milligram tablet, and lumefantrine is 120 milligram tablets. It's a combined one. So it is generally given in the treatment of only malaria. What is the adverse effect of these drugs? More than 10% of the patient there is abdominal pain. Maximum percentage, the 56% patient feels the headache, then 40% anorexia, then asthenia, athalgia, anorexia. These are all the adverse effects. What is the warning? Hypersensitivity and the co-administration with the strong CYP3A4 inducers. Example, this is the enzyme inducers, metabolite enzyme inducers, rifampicin, carbamazepine, phenytoin, St. John Warts can result in a decrease artemether and lumefantrine serum concentration and the loss of anti-malarial effect. What happened? These are the enzyme inducers. Enzyme inducers means these are the drugs which increase the enzyme activity, and increase in the enzyme activity, the drug is metabolized quickly as compared to normal. If the drug metabolizes quickly as compared to normal rate, it it will eliminate early as compared to normal, and there is no serum concentration will be achieved, and there is a loss of antimalarial efficacy. So in short, we can say artemether and the lumefantrine can be contraindicated with a strong enzyme inducer drugs. In the pregnancy, there is no data with the agencies, but should be avoided in the first trimesters. Pharmacology, the mechanism of action, artemether and active metabolites is via endoperoxide. Lumefantrine is unknown, possible inhibit the beta histamine formatine. Both artemether and lumefantrine inhibit the nucleic acid and the protein synthesis in the protozoa. So this is about the artemether lumefantrine combination, the most preferred one, and the next one is artesunate, which is generally given by the intravenous in the severe cases of the malaria. So this is artesunates, which is from the artemisinin derivatives, indicated for initial treatment of severe malaria, and also for severe malaria. What is the adverse effects? Same, maximum adverse effect is 65 anemia. The contraindications include hypersensitivity, plus there is hypotension, dyspnea, urticaria, should be discontinued the use. In the pregnancy outcomes reported from the prospective surveillance study with IV artesunate are insufficient, and in the pregnancy, artesunate should be avoided. Pharmacology, artemisinin derivative rapidly metabolized to active metabolite, that is dihydroartemisinin. And artesunate, like dihydroartemisinin and other derivatives, inhibit the protein and the nucleic acid synthesis and decrease parasite growth and survivals. We will discuss about some artemisinin derivatives if they allow. There is only artesunate, but please remember there is a three artemisinin derivatives: artesunate, artemether, and the dihydroxyartemisinins. So this is all about the malaria. The next and the last objective is the describe the pharmacology of drug used to treat leishmaniasis and filariasis. Which are the drugs used to treat leishmaniasis and malariasis? The drug which are used in the management of the leishmaniasis is the sodium stibogluconate and miltefosine. Sodium stibogluconate and miltefosine. Let us see the pharmacology of the sodium stibogluconate. Sodium stibogluconate, it is available as injectable solution 100 milligram. It is generally used for the leishmaniasis. And what is pharmacology? The mechanism of action: reduction in the fructose diphosphate and inhibition of the glycolysis in the leishmania. What is adverse effects? These are all the adverse effects: anorexia, ECG changes, myalgia, vertigo, jaundice, and the frequency is not confirmed. Contraindications: hypersensitivity, significant renal impairment, and the breastfeeding. Pregnancy category unknown, lactation unknown. But it should be avoided in the lactations. Next drug is miltefosine. The miltefosine, it is anti-leishmaniasis agents. It is available as 50 milligram capsules, and the treatment protocol generally includes the 28 days 50 milligram. If the patient is more than 45 kg, 50 milligram oral tablets 3 times a day for 28 days. And if the patient weight is less than 45 kg, 50 milligram oral tablet 2 times 28 days. It is also used for the visceral leishmaniasis due to Leishmania donovani. It is also indicated for the cutaneous leishmaniasis due to Leishmania brasiliensis, Leishmania ganarensis, and the Leishmania panamensis. Also indicated for the mucosal leishmaniasis due to Leishmania brasiliensis. The warning, the black box warning: do not administer to pregnant women, may cause fatal harm. Fatal death and teratogenicity occurred in animals. Obtain a serum or urine pregnancy test in females of reproductive potential prior to prescribing. Advise female of reproductive potential to use effective contraception during therapy and for 5 months after therapy to avoid the adverse effect to the babies or fetus, or we can say the 5 month washout period from the body required to eliminate the complete drug from the body. So this miltefosine is contraindicated in the pregnancy. The adverse effects, these are the adverse effect, and the most common is increase transaminase level 94%, decrease platelets, vomiting, diarrhea, appetites. Mechanism of action: pharmacology. Specific mode of action against Leishmania species is unknown. The mechanism is likely to involve interaction with the lipids, phospholipids, and sterol, including membrane lipids, inhibition of the cytochrome C oxidase, is mitochondrial functions. So this is about the two main drugs used for the leishmaniasis: sodium stibogluconate and the miltefosine. Drug used to treat filariasis, these are the ivermectins, moxidectin, diethylcarbamazine, suramine, albendazole, and the mebendazole. Let us see ivermectin. The dose is only 3 milligram. And what is the pharmacology for this ivermectin? Binds glutamate gated chloride ion channel in invertebrate nerve and muscle cells, produces paralysis and death of the parasites. Hypersensitivity to ivermectin should be avoided, and there is many more adverse effects and contraindications are available. Adverse effects: abdominal pain, hypotension, insomnia, vertigo, increase in the liver enzymes, and many more. Now the ivermectin also going to be tested for the management of the COVID-19, coronavirus 19. The Mankind Pharma is going to make the clinical trials on the ivermectin nowadays. Moxidectin, diethylcarbamazine, and suramine. Generally, suramine is also widely used in the management of this filariasis, which is anti-protozoal drugs. It is also recommended for the trypanosomiasis. 1 gram is recommended and an injectable solution. What is the pharmacology of this suramine? Mm, Trypanocidal activity inhibits the enzymes involved with the oxidation of the reduced NADH. In the pregnancy, the study is not conducted, but precautions should be taken during the pregnancy and the lactations. Hypersensitivity, proteinuria, and the renal toxicity reported with the use of the suramine, and avoid the use in renal and hepatic impairments. The adverse effects may be the hypotension, shock, optic atrophy, polyuria, blood dyskaryosis, peripheral neuropathy, urticaria, vomiting. These are the adverse effects reported with the use of suramine. Diethylcarbamazine, filarial disease, it is generally given. Lymphatic filariasis caused by the infection with Wuchereria bancrofti, Brugge malai, and Brugia timori. Day 1, 50 milligram oral dose. Day 2, 50 milligram 3 times a day. Day 3, 100 milligram oral dose 3 times a day. And day 4 to 15, 6 milligram per kg per day oral dose 3 times a day. Loa infection, day 1, 50 milligram oral as recommended. Day 2, 50 milligram PO 3 times a day. Day 3, 100 milligram oral dose 3 times a day. And day 4 to 21, 9 milligram per kg per day oral dose divided 3 times. And also for the Streptococcus species, it is given 6 milligram per kg oral every day for the 14 days. The adverse effect includes encephalopathy, fever, and the GI disturbances. Pharmacology: microfilaricidal and macrofilaricidal. These are the pharmacokinetic, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excreted in the urine and the feces. Pregnancy category X contraindicated, don't give, and lactation should be avoided. And albendazole and mebendazole, these are generally anthelmintic drugs, also recommended for the filariasis, and the tablets are available in 200 milligram. The pharmacology is same. It causes degeneration of the cytoplasmic microtubule in intestinal and the tegmental cells of intestinal helminthiasis, parasitic infection. You can administer as the same. So these are the all about leishmaniasis and the filariasis. Just go to the uh, click on the link and you will get all the details about the pharmacology from the trusted source. And I also recommend to you read references for the further reading. I have mentioned here references and textbook. Here I wish to remind, please don't depend on 50-minute lecture or 30 slides, because you are the medical student. You have to read more and more. Please don't depend on any pharmacology lecture which is given from my side. You have to read, because medical field is not a specific. If I will talk on the malaria 1 month, 1 year, it is very less. We cannot complete the treatment of malaria within a 50 minutes or within a two lectures of 2 hours. Never. We will not cover malaria treatment or any medical condition treatment within a 50-minute or within a 2 hour therapeutics. Medical field is very expansion. So don't depend on any lectures from any doctors like me from the pharmacology. There are so many drugs now, so many drugs are going to invent. So you have to remember and you have to read. Otherwise, you will say that the doctor, this drug is not available here. Within that time, we are not able to complete all the drugs. This is your job to read. That's why I mention in all lecture references for further reading. You have to read. So otherwise, in the next future, this reading will be beneficial for you.